That was trending now. It appears we have a full-fledged quarterback controversy in New England. Bill Belichick benched Mac Jones after he threw an interception during last night's blowout loss to the Chicago Bears. Rookie Zappe Bailey Zappe provided a quick spark, but sputtered out. Threw 2 picks in that second half, and the Patriots went scoreless from that point on. And coming off that ankle injury, back to Mac Jones was shaky, completing 3 of his 6 passes for 13 yards, including that INT, while Zappe, of course, I mentioned that spark, had 185 through the air and the touchdown. He also turned it over 3 times, though. Belichick said after the game he planned all along to play both quarterbacks. He then addressed the media again this morning. Here's more of what Coach had to say on the situation in Foxborough.
As the benefit of the pre-planned rotation at quarterback, why was the decision more complicated once Mac was healthy to simply play the better player for the whole game?
Yeah. Well, again, Andrew, there's a lot of things that went into that. So, I don't really have the time to get into it here. It's more complicated than that. But again, I'll just leave it as we did what we felt was best for the team and the players involved. And obviously it didn't work out, but that was the decision.
What in your mind made it not work out, aside from, obviously the loss, which was a result of many other players and coaches' performances?
Yeah, that's basically it.
Next question, Mike Reese, followed by Chris Ryan.
Bill, how did you feel Mac moved around?
Looked all right.
And if as you move forward, if he's healthy, Bill, is it fair to say if he's healthy, he's the starter?
Again, that's a hypothetical question. So let's see, where that is and what that is.
Next question, Chris Ryan, followed by Phil Perry.
Morning, Bill. Given the dynamics of how everything happened last night with the fans obviously chanting for Bailey and the way things happened with Mac, are you concerned that last night could be problematic in terms of his development and confidence?
I think Mac has plenty of confidence.
Just what were your feelings about, obviously he worked hard to get back. Jacoby mentioned, that the fan reaction was difficult to hear. What were your thoughts on, how the fans were obviously consistently chanting for Bailey while Mac was trying to perform?
Yeah, I really can't control that. And I'm just trying to coach the football team. And obviously I got a lot of work to do there. So I'm going to focus on that.
Thanks.
Next question, Phil Perry, followed by Michael Herman.
Hey, Bill, was Mac Jones healthy enough to play the entire game last night?
Yeah, well, that didn't happen. So that's another hypothetical question.
I'm just curious. You mentioned health was one of the reasons why he came out of the game, but he made mention of the fact that he felt pretty good last night when we spoke to him.
Right. Yeah, but that wasn't 70 plays.
Bill, do you feel like you need to address the quarterback situation with the team? In your opinion, can it impact other players if there is some uncertainty at that spot because it is a unique position?
Yeah, as I said after the game, Phil, I think we need to all do a better job coaching, playing, offense, defense, special teams. We need to do a better job in every area, period. So everything needs to improve based on last night.
Next question, Michael Hurley, followed by Andrew Callahan.
Hi, Bill. I know it's kind of a vague, larger question that could probably be answered in a short answer, but just after 14-10, taking the lead there, how would you say, in your estimation, how did it get away from you?
Didn't play well enough or coach well enough in any phase of the game to have a chance to win or deserve to win.
Next question, Andrew Callahan, followed by Nick O'Malley.
So, Bill, I know you just told Phil that it was a hypothetical question if Mac was healthy enough to play the rest of the game last night. But you also said to us last night that Mac was not returned to play because the score got out of hand. So it seems that, to your knowledge, in the second half of that game and afterward, he was healthy, correct?
Yeah, I didn't want to put him in that situation. And so that was my decision.
Next question, Nick O'Malley, followed by Ben Volen.
Hey, Bill. After the game, Matt Eberflus discussed how the Mike Pennell hit on David Andrews was unacceptable for the team. Did you get a look at the play, and have you gotten any communication from the Bears after that play on David?
Yeah, I think Coach Eberflus probably put it well, and so I don't have anything to add to that.
Ben Volen, followed by Phil Perry.
Hey, Bill, with the plan last week to rotate the quarterbacks to get them both ready to play, do you think that's tenable moving forward, or do you think you just need to pick a guy and have him get most of the reps during the week and kind of have him know that he's the guy?
Yeah, well, it would depend on what the situation was. That wasn't the situation last week. We'll see what it is this week. I don't know.
What was it about Fields last night that just made him so difficult to defend?
Yeah, well, he's an athletic guy, and we've faced those guys before, but obviously he did a better job of playing against us than we did defending him. So give the Bears credit for all that they did last night, and we obviously need to do better. So combination of those two things.
We'll do two final questions, Phil Perry and Mike Reese.
Well, I know the score became what it did later in the third quarter, but you did have two drives to start the second half where it was a 2-possession game still, and I know the plan was to eventually bring Mac back. Why go with Bailey for those first couple second half drives?
I felt like that was the best decision at that point in time.
You guys had scored, I think, in your second to last possession in the first half. Did any perceived momentum have anything to do with that decision?
Yeah, I don't know. There are a number of factors, but in the end, always try to do what we feel is best for the team. Didn't work out on the final score, but those decisions are always made based on on the team and to a degree the individual player's situation, whatever that might happen to be.
Final question, Mike Reese.
Bill, how did you view the weather conditions affecting the punting game, if at all?
There's no wind. It was misting. It's not like punting at a dome, but.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.